We are living through the largest uncontrolled psychological experiment in human history. To understand why your teenager cannot simply put their phone down, we have to look past house rules and look directly at the data. Current Pew research indicates that a staggering 36% of teenagers admit they use social media platforms almost constantly. This isn't a casual hobby. It is an ambient environment that consumes up to 5 to 8 hours of an adolescent's daily life. Many parents view heavy screen use as a failure of willpower or discipline. But neuroimaging studies from major research bodies like San Diego State University show a different reality. Modern social media platforms utilize variable reward schedules, the exact behavioral psychology mechanism used to program commercial slot machines. When a teenager swipes down to refresh a feed, they do not know what content is coming next. This unpredictable sequence triggers a massive surge of dopamine in a brain area that won't fully develop until age 25. The prefrontal cortex. This is the region responsible for impulse control. Expecting a teenager to manually override an algorithm optimized by supercomputers is fundamentally an unfair fight. Because the algorithm is engineered to induce dependency, traditional screaming matches and sudden device confiscations backfire. They create isolation and defensive behavior. Instead, the first step is a radical shift to an empathetic, non-confrontational conversational framework. Sit down when things are calm, not during an active argument. Ditch the lectures. Treat them as an ally fighting an external trap. Use open-ended, non-judgmental discovery questions. Ask them, how do you honestly feel after 2 hours of scrolling? Do you feel recharged or do you feel drained? Do you feel like you control the app, or is the app controlling your attention span? You will be surprised to learn that up to 45% of teens surveyed openly admit they want to disconnect. They just don't know how. Once your teenager feels heard rather than attacked, you can co-create a practical digital detox strategy based on structural friction. You do not need to ban technology completely. You need to build intentional boundaries around it. First, have them switch their smartphone display settings to grayscale. Stripping away the vibrant color palettes instantly breaks the visual dopamine reward loop. Second, establish a strict spatial boundary. No devices in the bedrooms overnight. Recent clinical data proves that screen-induced sleep deprivation is the single largest accelerant for adolescent anxiety and depressive symptoms. Buy a standard analog alarm clock for their nightstand and move all charging blocks to a central family station downstairs. You are not alone in this fight. This issue has reached the absolute highest levels of our legal system. Recent historic milestones, including a landmark $6 million jury negligence verdict in California and massive settlements with public school districts, have legally established that tech corporations owe a structural duty of care to minors. Courts are finally recognizing that these design loops are intentionally engineered products, not protected speech. The tide is turning, and families nationwide are reclaiming their digital autonomy.